Good morning! Good morning! Good morning, story timers. It's me, Donna Vee, and I'm so excited to be here today. Today is Wednesday, February. You know what? I didn't even look at the date today. Oh my gosh, it's the 17th. We are like flying through February. February flying, total alliteration right there. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to be here live on Facebook and Periscope and YouTube, Sunday through Friday, 10 to 11 a.m. I am pumped. Today's letter is N, and we have some really nifty books. I said nifty. Nifty, that's a very old word. So for the little kids that are watching, they're like, what's nifty? I don't even know. Neat? Neato. Yeah. Well, I'm really pumped to be here because the sun is shining. And tomorrow I hear that for the Northeast, Nutley, New Jersey, we are going to be getting some more snow. I'm not really excited about the snow, but I am a little bit excited about the snow day possibility. Not really. I mean, nowadays that everyone's home so often, it's really just makes it a little bit more difficult to get out. But you know what doesn't make it more difficult? Story time. I'm so pumped because this is the kind of thing I like to do in the morning to start my day with positive energy and excitement and gratitude. And I'm so grateful that you guys are here. So if you're watching for the first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. And if you're watching on the replay, I'm so excited. There's so much content. If you go to Storytime with Donna Vee on Facebook, or if you check it out on my YouTube page under Donna Vee Comedy, and there's lots of content there for the adults as well, as far as like some fun stuff, some comedy. But please make sure if you're watching Storytime from Donna Vee Comedy, to make sure, please, that you are on the actual right playlist. Yes, that could be really, yeah. Oh, look at this. Ryan from Ireland, the sun always shines in Storytime land. That is correct. Hello, Frank Simon. Happy Wednesday to you too. So excited. Can you believe it's Wednesday? Can you believe it's the 17th of February already? I cannot. Okay, so today's letter, as we discussed already, well, we had Yogi over here yesterday, mountain climbing the stuffed animals. It was M yesterday, which means that today is the letter N. And I've already said it. It's nifty. I know that at least my adults will know what nifty means. The kids might not. But N. This is what it looks like. This is the uppercase and the lowercase. And I'm so excited because I have names on the back of my letter N. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to do it once over to make sure there's no new names. I don't think there are. So I'm excited to say good morning to all the kids listed on the back of my letter. Are you ready? Okay. Good morning, Nicholas. Good morning, Nina Starr. Good morning, Nathan. Good morning, Nico and Nikki. Now that's 2 in a row for my friend Angelique. Yesterday was Mark McCartney and today is Nina Starr. And yeah, that's pretty awesome. She's got the coolest names for her kids. Okay. So I'm going to take my little N. I'm going to put it over here. If anyone would like to put words in the comments that start with the letter N, just do it. And I would love to share it with everyone that's watching. Otherwise, you know what we're about to do, don't you? If it's your first time, you're going to be like, what? But if not, you know, this is the exercise portion of the show. Huh? Yeah, we stretch. We wake up with healthy habits. We wake up with gratitude every day. I'm so grateful for just waking up. And then I make my bed most mornings. I always brush my teeth. Very important to do. Take a shower, do my hair, put on some jammies, and come on over to story time. It's really nice to have a routine, and it's really great to practice healthy habits. The next thing I love to do is talk about the other healthy habit of staying hydrated and drinking lots of water. It is so important, especially with all the mask wearing that we're doing. We are not drinking as much water as we should. And our face, our organ, the skin, the largest organ on the body, we need to drink some water. So don't forget every once in a while to move your mask over and drink some water and stay hydrated. Good for your health. Good morning, Jim Tomlinson, all the way from California, the West Coast. What's up, West Coast? And yes, N is for Nutley, which is where I am broadcasting live from. And I'm so excited because, like I said, right now it's sunny. The sky is blue. It's beautiful outside. Tomorrow, I think we're getting 5 to 10 more inches of snow. I also have to say that I have family that's out in Texas, Houston, and Dallas, and we're going to be sending them lots of love and light today. They are still without power, still without running water, and it is just, it's crazy out there. You know, and I know some people are saying things like, oh, we get snow all the time. They are not prepared for snow all the time. They're not equipped, and it is very different for them. And yeah, I feel badly for them because they're going through melting snow to be able to flush their toilets. That's pretty intense. So for anyone that lives on the East Coast and remembers what it was like going through Hurricane Sandy and having, you know, no power and, I mean, gas lines, just imagine. It is shocking that you have to go without, and we are so blessed. It makes you recognize the blessings of having things when you don't have them, but we want to recognize the blessings when we have them. That's the most important part, is to be grateful for things when you have them and not just when you're missing them, right? So that's a good lesson. Now we are going to recite 26 letters in the alphabet, A through Z. 13 letters in is the letter M, and in between the space of M and N is the middle of the alphabet. Good morning, Anzor. I just heard that little voice. He's so excited to be here for story time. And I'm so excited that you're here. And you know who else is here? Your Aunt Tiffany is here. Oh, I love your Aunt Tiffany. And I want to say good morning to you guys. And Kai. So don't forget to tell Kai I said hello, okay? So we are going to stretch. Anzor, are you ready? Yes. We are going to put our arms out to the sides, and we are going to say A through Z, the alphabet. And like I said, 13 letters in is M. And in between the M and the N, which is the letter for today, is the actual middle of the alphabet. So we're going to shout middle and switch arm circle directions. Okay? And then from M to S or N to S, we keep doing circles. We get to S and we yell switch, right? Okay, Anzor, you're going to yell switch. And we go to the non-spaghetti arm seated jumping jacks. Now, if you're wondering why we do these things seated, well, because during story time, I like when we're all sitting down and ready to listen to stories. But I know for myself, I have some issues with focusing. I have a tremendous amount of energy. But I find if I do some exercises or I move my body a lot before I have to sit still, it's a lot easier when I get the wiggles out. Why do we do it seated? Well, because I think more people will participate. Sometimes my brain just goes so fast and it like trips over itself to get to the exit sign, the door, the mouth. Take a breath. And then the other thing is that if for whatever reason, because of an injury or disability, that maybe you cannot do the exercises and you're watching and listening, you can exercise your mind. Yes. I love that. TT has pink hair like Miss Donna. I love it. Oh, I love Neverland. And I've never been to Nevada. I've never been to Nigeria. And I've never been. But these are great N-words. I love them. Okay, next. Are you ready, Anzor? I want you to say 1, 2, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, middle, backwards, N, O, P, Q, R, S, switch, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Yay! If you did your exercises and recite the alphabet at home and no one's there making you do it, that's great because you can be your own accountability buddy. And I'm so proud of you for doing that. That is commitment and that is power. I love that. Now, Anzor, do you know what we have to do next? We are going to practice the ASL alphabet. Anzor, did you see the newest member I got this really cool duck for my birthday. I love this little duck. It's a social distancing buddy for when we have to take a bath, right? Because that's another healthy habit. Staying nice and clean. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to recite the ASL alphabet, and we are going to use our book, Dina the Deaf Dinosaurs. Now, when we do our vitamins next, answer, start thinking of a number between 7 and 158. I love it if you help me out and pick the number for today for the page, okay? So a number between 7 and 158. So there's a lot of choices there. Okay, so now we're practicing with Dina the Deaf Dinosaur how we can do the ASL alphabet. This is a great way to communicate with others that cannot communicate the way that we do. All right? So if you want to know what it looks like when you are doing it with your human hand and not our owl friend, okay, this is what it looks like. A, B, C, D, okay? But we love to use this book. All right, perfect. Here we go. A for Anzor. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Excellent. So proud of you. I love it. Okay. Now it is vitamin time. Are you ready, Anzor? Is everyone else ready too? Don't forget, get your vitamins out and say, please, may I have my vitamins? Thank you for my vitamins. And just know, they smell like candy. They look a little bit like candy. Sometimes they even taste like candy. But you know what? They're not. So we only want to take the amount that we're supposed to. My directions say that I should be taking two vitamins daily. Hey, good morning, Christopher Estrite. How are you? So, Anzor, I see that you picked the number 19. 19, that's so exciting. That's a great number. And we'll definitely read page 19 today for you. Now, here's what I want to do. We're going to check it out. We have a call for two of the same from Ryan. I don't know if anybody else has any guesses, but it can only be one of each or two of a kind. Now, I'm going to tell you why. I just break out into accents now. Why we use the book. The book is a really good nugget of truth. And I feel like the vitamins are really good for you, for your body, and this is really good for your soul. So it's Uncommon Ideas for Living an Unusually Happy Life. It's called The Beginner's Guide to the Universe by author Mike Dooley. It was written from him to his daughter, which is great. So I know that there are things in here that I have to explain a little bit to the little ones, but it really speaks to everyone that's watching, especially to all the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, titis, tatas, all those that are helping the little ones watch every day. And I want to say thank you so much, okay? Now, I don't even need to put the book in front of my mouth anymore to prove that I could chew with my mouth closed and not talk with my mouth full. Can you do the same thing, Anzor, when you take your vitamins? I bet you can. Are you ready? So let's have the big reveal. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, it's a one of each day. It is. Oh, something's happening with my computer. It's a one of each day. Let's see. I think. Uh-oh. Wait a second. Two of the same. That's a bummer. I'm sorry. It's one of each. Okay, you ready, Answer? On the count of 3, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. The pink one is really hard. I try so hard to make my face not do that, but it just happens. It's because of my taste buds. All right, page 19 for little Anzor. Okay, this is going out to everybody that's listening. Oh, and there's no dot next to the number, so that means we haven't read this one or haven't read it in a really long time. So I'm excited. All right, here we go, Anzor. If you ever get curious and wonder who you were meant to be, look in the mirror and smile. Your life's purpose is far more a function of being yourself than making clever choices. Feeling lost does not mean that you are. All you need is to have all that you want. Wait. All that you need to have all that you want lies inside of you right now. That's really good. While the notions of purpose, meanings, and destinies may challenge you, one idea you can always be clear on is that the mind that spun the cosmos together clearly has wishes and dreams all its own that obviously included you. All is supremely well. That was a great page, Anzor. Thank you so much for that. I love it. So now we've stretched. We've said the alphabet. We've said good morning to the kids, taken our vitamins. I wonder what's next. I know. Frank Simon's alliterative sentence is next. Let us find it. Here we are. I'm not looking. I'm going to wait for 1 second, and then I'm going to look. I don't want to get a pre-read on it. No. I'm looking. Nostradamus never negated notion naming Nosferatu, a new night in Notre Dame. Okay. Nostradamus never negated notion naming Nosferatu, a new night in Notre Dame. Nostradamus never negated notion naming Nosferatu, a new night in Notre Dame. Nostradamus never negated notion naming Nosferatu, a new night in Notre Dame. I mean, I've never even heard of Nosferatu, so I can admit that one. I hope I said the name correctly. Nostradamus never negated notion naming Nosferatu, a new night in Notre Dame. But I think I got it, but I don't know. I'm waiting for the official call from Ireland, which is where my, executive producer. Frank wins? Nosferatu? I never even heard of the name. That's crazy that it should phonetically be in there. I'm going to lose on a technicality. I'd like anyone else that would like to vote in. Oh, Frank Simon said he'll give it to me. And Nosferatu is a vampire. All right, listen. I'm just going to say this. You spelled it Nosferatu. Okay. Frank Simon, you know what? You don't have to give it to me. I have to say I appreciate you educating me daily. I just never heard of that before. No, I'm not going to be a sore loser. Nostradamus never negated notion naming Nosferatu. Wait, I forgot how to say it already. Let me see. Nosferatu. Oh, Daryl coming in. The West Coast is saying I won. I just want to say, I'm glad I'm not competitive. Frank's like, I'll give it to you. And I'm like, no, it's okay. And then Daryl says, Donna Vee for the win. And I'm like, what's up? Okay, listen, guys. I just want to say this is a perfect opportunity is a teachable moment for the kids. Don't ever fear the words. Try to say them no matter what. no matter how silly you may sound, it's just that's what you have to do to learn. I mean, I'm okay with it. I know that I didn't probably say it correctly. It was a word I'd never seen before, but that doesn't mean that I was going to be afraid of it. So when you are reading a book or you don't know what something is, you know what's great that nowadays everyone has that we didn't have when we were younger? We have Google. So you can look up things on Google. You can say them into the little search thing. You could spell them into the search. You could probably take a picture of it. I really don't know how to do that. But my point is when I was a kid, you had to go find a dictionary and hope that that word was in the dictionary and then try to find out what the definition was. But nowadays, you could be fearless. You have so much on your side to help you. So when you are in doubt and you are not sure and you do not have executive producers on the West Coast, on the East Coast, all the way over in Ireland, well, he's the executive producer, but you know what I'm saying. I have a team. It's amazing. It's a dream team here. I want to say thank you to my dream team for helping me read books every day. But don't be afraid because the only way you're going to learn is by learning. So that's what you have to do. So thank you so much. Nosferatu. I don't know. I'll figure it out one day. So that was awesome. And I'm excited because now I know that there's a vampire called Nosferatu or something. Okay, Michael Bucciarelli, what's up? The Pooch is here from Girls Got Green, which is coming on tonight, 8 o'clock, everybody. Still has some Girls Got Green. Football season may be over, but Girls Got Green is for life. All right. Next, now we have to get our social distancing buddies out. And I am going to make a big plea and ask if we can please say a prayer for Texas. Yeah, because it did get really hit hard. And I will say this. My cousins have never seen that much snow at one time. And they said it's 27 degrees outside and it was like 47 degrees in their house. And I have cousins that live in Dallas and cousins that live in Houston, and they're both going through their own like chaos, really. I hope the pipes are okay and don't burst because they froze. And we know from living where there's lots of snow on the East Coast that it can wreak havoc on lots of different parts of your life. So let's say, we're going to send love and light out to them and warmth and heat. And I'm going to call upon my friend Dragonfly, who is the representative of my grandmother Viola, because I know she watches over us all the time, right? Whoa, it was 65 degrees in California. Man. And then let's see. Let's get Wish Uni out, because then Wish Uni can help. We can make a wish for my family in Texas. Thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate it. I hope so too. I have to check on them after story time and see how they're doing, make sure they're okay. But I would love it if we could all share some love and light, peace, joy, hope, healing, and some heat and warmth to help them through, the snow. And they're out of commission right now. So we're going to do that together, right? So if you don't know anybody in Texas, I do. So if you could help maybe send the extra love and light to me so that I could send them the power through my power of my heart chakra, I'd appreciate it. But we also want to send love and light around the world to elevate the vibration of the global population, because there are so many people going through so many things, still so many people going through quarantining complications and job complications and, illness and, joblessness and just fear. So we want to overcome fear with love. That's the way to do it. So let's send out love and light to the whole world with a little bit of focus and keep in the heart of Texas. All right, here we go. So from your head and your heart and your whole being, please join me now. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you guys, you're the best at this. Anzor, Tiffany, Michael, Ryan, Daryl, Christopher, everybody that's watching, Frank, Simon. I just can't thank you guys enough for every day just like being here and being, team story time. I love it. We're gonna have to get like little team outfits and stuff. I know. All right, so now are you ready to stretch and relax and focus? And if you're here and you want to shout out, you just have to say hello in the comments, and I'd love to shout you out. All right, here we go. This is where we focus our energy, bring our hands up, take a nice deep breath in, say I am, and then only positive words. Just like our friend, what should Darla do does, right? Before we go out in our day, we put our super cape on of positive words. That's what we want to do. So I am caring, persistent, strong, confident. You know it. All right, here we go. I am love. I am caring. I am focused. I am ready to read. I'm so excited to read stories together today. I have 3 books, okay, that we have the letter N in them. Let's see what we have. Oh, wait a minute. Where's my... Hey, I had a book that I know you guys would like. Holy cowabunga. Elephant. Fish. Uh-oh. Where did it go? I have a Jimmy Neutron book I want to read today. And I know I put it over here. Jimmy Neutron. Let me see. Not that one. Not that one. Nope. I know Jimmy Neutron was here. Man, there's a lot of books over here. All right. Well, first we're going to start from the beginning. And the beginning will lead us to where we have to go next. So, you know what I found? And it's just still Valentine's week. Fancy Nancy. Heart to heart. I just thought it was so sweet and so cute. Why not? Nancy. Fancy Nancy. Ooh la la. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Well, actually, it was last week. But it was Sunday. It was the beginning of this week. Almost everything about Valentine's Day is fancy. You can give someone you love a bouquet of flowers. A wreath made of paper hearts. A box of chocolates. Raspberry creams are my favorite. They are both pink and scrumptious. That is very tasty. Did anyone have any favorite candies that they ate? My daughter Carly made me chocolate-covered strawberries, and I had some for breakfast. And of course, Valentine's. Bree and I are making Valentines for school tomorrow. They will be gorgeous. That's even more beautiful than beautiful. More sequins, I ask. Yes, a few more, Bree tells me. May I have another doily? Bree asks. I think doilies make anything look fancier. Magnifique, I say. That's French for magnificent. You say it like this. Magnifique. Now, why wasn't that in Frank Simon's alliterative sentence? Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, look at all of them. Beautiful. I walk back to my house, and there's something tucked in the door. It's for me. Inside the envelope is a large Valentine. It has fuchsia glitter all over it. That's my favorite color. The Valentine must be from someone who knows me very well. But who? I wonder who sent her the Valentine. But if you look on the refrigerator, and we will together, you'll see there's a note, a list for the store. And it says butter, ketchup, juice, and fuchsia glitter. Dun, 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 dun. I must solve this Valentine mystery. First, I put on a mystery-solving ensemble. Then I make a list of suspects. The Valentine cannot be from Bree. We were together all day. Robert could not have done it. He is home with a sore throat. My grandparents already sent me Valentines. Maybe I have a secret admirer. An admirer is someone who thinks you're really great. She's adorable. Just saying. Now I need to find a clue. Suddenly, something on the floor sparkles. It's fuchsia glitter. There's a trail. Look at this. See that? A trail of fuchsia glitter. Mystery solved. My sister is my secret admirer. And I give her a very big hug. Look at the bedspread. Do you see what I see? There are dragonflies on the bedspread. Hello. Hi, Grandma. I tell her the Valentine is magnifique. Then I give her a Valentine and the last raspberry cream chocolate. Oh, there were stickers in the back. There's only a few left. I love stickers. Yeah, because you can make some really fun. I'll have to hold on to those stickers. Let's see. Okay, next. One more check for the Jimmy Neutron book that starts with the letter N. I'm so confused because I need to read a third book today. And I can't just pick a book at random because we have to have something pre-planned, right? Let me see. Well, I will say that my area here is a little bit of an M mess. But Jimmy Neutron should be right here. Finn McCool. More stickers. This is such a mystery. But you know what? I have a backup book. I have a backup book. All right. So let's read about Fancy again. Every Day is Earth Day by Jane O'Connor. Pictures based on the art of Robin Priest Glaser. Got a book on it. I mean a cover. Jacket. Take it off and we'll put it back on. Every day is Earth Day. I do not like the color green very much. We should just start reading this book right now. You could tell by my crayons. The green one looks almost new. This way. Girls Gone Green. Hello. But I adore being green. Adore is fancy for really, really loving something. Being green means taking care of our planet. I love that. Ms. Glass asks, who can tell us about Earth Day? I wave my hand and say, it's like a holiday for our planet. Miss Glass is groovy looking. Oh, she's got pink hair in her bangs. That's right, said Miss Glass, but I like to think that every day is Earth Day. Look at her. That's so fun. Our class discusses rules for being green. Discuss means to talk, only it's fancier and more serious. Then we write the rules down. How cute. At home, I'm shocked. I see that my family needs to be much greener. My dad is about to drive to the supermarket. Dad, I say, the green rule is less than a mile, then bike in style. As long as he's not going to Costco, because that would be tough, buying in bulk and riding home on a bicycle. At the checkout line, the guy asks my dad if we want paper or plastic bags. I say to my dad, please take note. Always bring a tote. Tote is a fancy word for a shopping bag. Later that night, it gets cold. My mom wants to turn up the heat. No, Mom, I say. It's better to wear a sweater. In the morning, I stand outside the bathroom. Very soon I shout, Dad, don't waste water. Get clean, but stay green. At school, we each make a poster. Robert says, we are like superheroes. We are protecting planet Earth. That night, I see that Mom's computer is on. Right away, I turn it off. My mom comes in the room and she sees the blank screen. Why did you do that? She asks. I tell her she's wasting energy. I was writing something for work, my mom says. I just went to get my glasses. Now I lost everything I wrote, and I have to start all over. She's very irritated. That's a fancy word for mad. But how was I to know? I'm just protecting the planet. Because you should ask. Yeah. I tell my sister not to run the water while she brushes her teeth. I remind my parents to turn off the lights in empty rooms. Before bed, I go in my sister's room and I start to turn off her lamp. Oh no, my mom says. Your sister is afraid of the dark and she likes the light on. Soon my sister is asleep. Now she does not need the light on. I tiptoe into her room and I turn off her light. Fancy Nancy, you're putting your nose where it doesn't belong a little bit. In the middle of the night, I wake up and I hear my sister crying. What is wrong? Your sister woke up and got scared, Dad said. She was alone in the dark. Did you turn off her lamp? Yes, I say. I'm so sorry. I didn't think she would wake up. And then I start crying too. The next morning, my parents say, it is important to be green, and we will try harder, but you must not be so bossy, and you must be flexible. That's the opposite of stubborn. At school, I perk up. Ms. Glass adores my poster. My green crayon does not look new. anymore. Ah. My family really is greener now. Tonight at dinner, we use candles, not light bulbs. We use cloth napkins, not paper ones. Guess what? Being green can also be very fancy. Fancy Nancy's words. Adore, to really, really love something or someone. Discuss, to talk seriously. Flexible, the opposite of stubborn. Irritated equals mad. Tote, a shopping bag. I love the fact that today we were talking about words and looking them up. And then Fancy Nancy's book has books, words and definitions. Telling you, nothing happens by chance. And I don't pre-read my books. It's divine guidance all the way. I love that. Okay, now I'm a little bit sad because I really was looking forward to reading something different. I was going to read about Jimmy Neutron. And you know, I'll find it as soon as I straighten up or as soon as I go downstairs or as soon as I turn off the camera. But right now, we need a third book. So I am going to pick this one. Dinner with Olivia. Now, Olivia is my niece's name. It's also the letter O, which is really tomorrow's letter. But I think I can find other books for tomorrow. Wait, did I read this one already? I did. Okay, now I need to pick a different book. All right, give me 2 seconds. Well, maybe 4. Right here, getting a book. It's live. This is what happens when we're live. All right, let's see. Let's read. Should we read this one? Yes, we shall. Tomorrow we'll wait and we'll read our Olivia books. All righty, let's do it. The Lion King. Let's try this one. It's a Disney book. The animals came from far and near across the dusty African plain. They came on padding paws and pounding hooves and flapping wings. Each beast, from the tiniest ant to the largest elephant, made its way to Pride Rock, for that was the home of the Lion King, and this was a special day in the Pride Lands. Thanks, Michael. Who doesn't love the Lion King? Today, Simba, the firstborn cub of King Mufasa and Queen Sarabi, would join the great circle of life. The animals took their places and bowed to King Mufasa. Then Rafiki, the wise baboon, stood at the edge of Pride Rock and held up the little cub for all to see. And I know we could all hear the song in our heads right now. And no, I don't know the words. A great cry rose from all the animals. The elephants trumpeted, the zebras whinnied, and the birds sang for joy at the sight of Simba, the future Lion King. But one animal did not join the joyous ceremony. Scar, the king's jealous brother, stayed in his den. Ooh. Later, Scar just laughed when the king's advisor, Zazu, the hornbill, criticized him. Then the evil lion popped the bird into his mouth. Scar Would have eaten Zazu if Mufasa hadn't come along just in time. Zazu wiped his feathers off and scolded, "As the king's brother, you should have been the first in line at Simba's ceremony." Ooh. Scar's green eyes gleamed. "I was first in line until the little hairball was born. That hairball is my son and your future king," Mufasa growled. Scar slinked away. "Don't turn your back on me," Mufasa warned. Scar looked back over his shoulder. His eyes narrowed. "Perhaps you shouldn't turn your back on me." Dun, dun, dun. Larry, welcome. Thank you so much. So nice to see you on story time. Simba grew quickly. One morning, Mufasa took his son to the top of Pride Rock and told him, "The circle of life never stops turning. One day the sun will set on my time as ruler and rise with you as king. Then everything the light touches will be yours." "What about that shadowy place?" Simba asked. Mufasa declared, "You must never go there." Ooh, I'll tell you what, that gave me the chills. Suddenly, Zazu swooped down and squawked, "Hyenas in the Pride Lands!" Mufasa frowned. Zazu, take Simba home. "Aw, Dad, can't I come?" Oh, Mufasa shook his mighty mane. Fighting savage hyenas was no job for a cub. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Later, Simba asked his Uncle Scar about the shadowy place. An evil plan formed in Scar's mind. "Only the bravest lions go to the elephant graveyard," Scar told him. He knew the foolish cub would go there just to prove his bravery. Uh-oh. Scar was right. Simba couldn't wait to go to the elephant graveyard with his best friend Nala. But how could they go with Zazu watching every move they made? "We gotta ditch the dodo," Simba whispered. Nala giggled and agreed. Soon the two friends found a way to escape their feathered babysitter. Uh-oh. You guys, that's not good. Before long, the young lions had reached the dark, mysterious place beyond the borders of the Pride Lands. Giant bones poked out of the ground. It's kind of scary," Nala whispered. "Let's check it out," Simba said. I laughed in the face of danger. "Ha ha ha. He he he," crackled three mean hyenas. Shenzi, Bonsai, and Ed. Shenzi, Bonsai, and Ed. "Look, boys, a king, fit for a meal," Shenzi snickered. Ooh, look at you guys. Oh no, it's the hyenas. The cubs ran, but soon found themselves cornered. Simba stepped bravely into the front of Nala and tried to roar. It's a little baby roar. They're only babies. Oh. The hyenas laughed and jeered. Simba opened his mouth to try again. This time, the elephant bones rattled with a thunderous roar. Whoa! The hyenas were confused, and so was Simba, until Mufasa sprang into view. The mighty lion chased away the hyenas. Zazu had seen the cubs in trouble and flown for help. Mufasa told Zazu to take Nala home. Then he scolded Simba for disobeying him. Oh no! Oh gosh. "Oh, Dad, I was just trying to be brave like you," Simba explained. Mufasa sighed. "Being brave doesn't mean you go looking for trouble, Simba. A good king is wise as well as brave." Simba suddenly felt very small. We'll always be together, right, Dad? Mufasa looked up at the starry sky and said, "The great kings of the past look down on us from those stars. So whenever you feel alone, just remember that those kings will always be here to guide you. And so will I." Oh. Later, Scar met with the hungry hyenas. "I practically gave those cubs to you," he complained. They weren't exactly alone, Shenzi whined, but Scar had another plan that would allow him to become king. "Stick with me and you'll never go hungry again," he promised. And the hyenas danced and cheered. Whoa, this is getting very scary. The next morning, Scar took Simba to the bottom of a rocky canyon. "Now you wait here," he ordered. "Your father has a big surprise for you." "Will I like the surprise?" Simba asked. Scar smiled slyly. "Oh, it's to die for," he said as he walked away. Then he gave a signal to the hyenas waiting on the canyon ridge. What? The hyenas knew what to do. They chased a huge herd of wildebeest down the canyon. Simba felt the earth shake. He heard the clattering of thousands of hooves. Then he saw the wildebeest heading straight for him. Simba managed to climb a dead tree and cling to the branch. "Help!" he shouted. Help was on its way, for Scar had found his brother Mufasa. "Simba's trapped in a stampede," Scar cried. "Oh my goodness. You guys, this is really bad." Just as Scar had planned, Mufasa rushed to Simba's rescue. He lifted his son to safety, but then fell under the rushing tide of hooves. "Dad!" Simba shouted. He couldn't see anything through the huge dust cloud. Mufasa tried to pull himself up the steep rocks. From above. Scar watched his brother struggle. "Help me, brother, help me," Mufasa pleaded. OMG. Scar? Oh my goodness. Scar, wait a second, reached for Mufasa's paws and he pulled his brother close and whispered, "Long live the king." Then Scar let go and watched Mufasa tumble down the steep slope. Wow. That's horrible. When the stampede was over, Simba found his father lying lifeless in the dust. "No!" Simba wailed. Scar came to the sobbing cub's side. "What have you done?" he accused. "There were wildebeest everywhere. He tried to save me. It was an accident," Simba said in a rush. "I didn't mean to." "Of course not. But if it weren't for you, he'd still be alive." "What will your mother think?" Scar demanded. Simba looked stricken. "What should I do?" "Run away," Scar advised. "Run away and never come back." Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I hope that bird saw everything. Scar watched Simba run. Then he sent the hyenas after him. The hyenas chased Simba to the border of the Pride Lands. The cub dived into a thicket of thorns at the edge of a great desert, and the hyenas looked at the sharp thorns, then at the desert. "The cub won't last a day out there," Shenzi declared. Simba ran until he could run no more. The thirsty cub collapsed on the sand. Vultures circled him hungrily. But Timon and the meerkat and his fat friend, Pumbaa, the warthog, chased away the vultures. Simba woke up in their jungle home. Oh my goodness, I know. This is so sad. I didn't even remember that part. "Where are you from?" Timon asked. Simba sighed. "Doesn't matter. I can't go back." "What did you do, kid?" Pumbaa wondered. "Something terrible," Simba replied. Timon shrugged. "Who cares? You got to put the past behind you. Hakuna Matata. What? Simba said. Hakuna Matata, Timon repeated. I don't know which one is which to do which voice. It means no worries. That's the motto we live by. And here's what we live on. And Timon showed Simba a wiggly insect. Yikes. Simba watched Pumbaa eat a grub. Slimy but satisfying, the warthog said. Okay, that's the warthog. Simba's the warthog. With a burp, Simba frowned, but he ate the big grub. Then the cub smiled and said, Hakuna Matata. Oh my goodness. It's so different reading the book rather than watching the movie. In the months that followed, Simba ate many, many grubs and grew into a full-sized lion. Most of the time, he was happy with his friends Timon and Pumbaa, yet he missed his mother and often thought of his father. One night, as they gazed up at the stars, Simba remembered what his father had told him. He wondered if the great kings of the past really were looking down from those stars. Simba felt very alone. The next day, Simba heard Timon scream. The young lion raced to the rescue. A hungry lioness was about to pounce on Pumbaa, who was stuck under a log, and Timon bravely was trying to protect him. Simba gave a mighty roar and leaped at the lioness. Roar! But just as they began to fight, Simba recognized his old friend. Nala, he gasped in disbelief. The lioness looked into the eyes of the handsome young lion and whispered, Simba, Scar told us you were dead. Nala told Simba how terrible things were now that King Scar and his hyenas ruled the Pride Lands. There was no food or water, and many of the animals had fled. But you can come back and become the king. Then everything will be all right again, Nala said. I'm no king, Simba said angrily. Oh boy. But that night, Rafiki the baboon came to Simba and promised to bring him to his father. When Simba looked up at the stars, he heard a familiar voice. Look. Simba, his father asked, have you forgotten me? Simba gasped, no, how could I? You have forgotten who you are, and so have forgotten me, the ghostly voice continued. Look inside yourself, Simba. You are more than what you have become. You must take your place in the circle of life. Simba knew his father was right. His friends returned with him to the Pride Lands. Oh, this is such a good story. Back at Pride Rock, King Scar was angry with the Sarabi for not finding food. Suddenly, Scar heard a great roar. He couldn't believe his eyes. Mufasa! It can't be you. You're dead. But Sarabi recognized her son. Simba, she said softly, I've come to take my place as king. But Scar would not back down so easily. This is good. This is really good. Simba leapt at Scar, but the villain slipped away. Instead, the hyenas rushed at Simba. Pride Rock echoed with their hideous laughter as the hyenas forced Simba to the edge of the cliff. Scar walked up to the exhausted young lion. Your daddy isn't here to save you this time, Scar taunted. Then he pushed Simba off the cliff. Simba's claws scrambled for a hold on the steep slope. This looks familiar, Scar sneered. Oh yes, I remember. It's just the way your father looked before I killed him. What? At last Simba knew the truth. With a mighty roar, he leaped at Scar. Meanwhile, Timon, Pumbaa, and the lioness had chased the hyenas off Pride Rock. When Simba sent Scar flying over the cliff, the villain landed in the mob of hungry hyenas. They cackled cruelly. I don't know how to cackle like it. Finally, they had a meal fit for a king, or a king fit for a meal. Whoa. Simba thanked his friends. Then he walked to the top of Pride Rock. His roar echoed through the Pride lands. The rightful king had taken his throne. The plains were so lush and green again, I had the chills, and the animals returned, and the hunting was good once more. Simba knew that a king must have a queen, so of course he chose the beautiful Nala. Ah, that is so sweet. Ah, and before long the animals again came from far and near across the dusty African plain. This time they came to greet the firstborn cub of King Simba and Queen Nala. I could cry right now. Wise old Rafiki stood at the edge of Pride Rock and held up the cub for all to see. The elephants trumpeted and the zebras whinnied for the joy as the future Lion King joined the great circle of life. Oh, look at how cute. That's awesome. That was a great book. The Lion King. Ah. You know what? No offense, Jimmy Neutron. I don't know where you went, but I think for a purpose you stood aside because that was an amazing story and it made for a great story time and 3 books, lots of love. And I'm just so appreciative and grateful for being here and thankful that you're here with me. Oh, thanks for a really awesome story time today, you guys. Are you ready? Because now we need to get our little Liv filled with hugs. I'm going to send this to my cousins in Texas. Lots of hugs and love. Liliana and Melanie, thank you. I thank you every day for that. Squishmallow, I love it. And guess what? Now we get to send a hug to one another, to each other. Put your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right and give yourself a squeeze, a hug for me so tight, and know that everything's going to be all right. I love you. And I can't wait till we all get to be together. That's going to be magical. I cannot wait. And now let's bring our hands up and breathe our way out. I am ready for my day. That was inspiring. I am excited. I am feeling loved. I am totally content. Thank you so much for being here today and every day. Don't forget to check out all the extra content. If you go on Storytime with Donna Vee, you can see every story time since March 21st. Lots and lots of books. So if you're home and you want to let the kids, I don't know, hear some stories, you can go to the 30-minute mark of any one of the shows, and that's where the books usually start. If you like the whole episode, great, that's awesome. There's always positive ideas and inspiration involved because of you and the feedback that I get. But I just want to say thank you. Again, parents, if you're watching or showing the kids from Donna Vee Comedy, there is a playlist called Storytime with Donna Vee. I definitely need to increase my playlist and include the newest stuff. But just be mindful that there is content there that is not made for kids because that is my original comedy page. And I just want to let you know that so that you don't just let it run on continuation. That is a great place to go. And that's why you want to go to Storytime with Donna Vee on Facebook or Periscope. Okay. So thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow, which will be Thursday. For those of you that love football, see you tonight on Girls Gone Green. Remember, 8 o'clock. Okay. Bye.